In this video, we're going to take a look at generating a furniture schedule. So I already have some furniture placed here, just kind of, some random different pieces here, just so we can generate the schedule. Not that this is how you would actually lay it out. Um, but we're just going to use this to generate a schedule and look at what we can do with that schedule. So I'm going to go to my View tab, and I'm going to go to a Schedules drop down here. I'm going to pick the top one, Schedules and Quantities. And then I'm going to select my category. So I want it to be furniture here for this one. So I'm going to select furniture, and I'm going to say OK. Now I have all these available fields that I can put into my schedule. We're going to keep ours simple and just add 3. So I'm going to add the count, I'm going to add the family and type, and the mark type mark. So with those 3 pieces here, everything else here, there's a lot of different fields. All of these fields can be found in the parameters of the family. So when I click on one of those components, you'll see some of these are instance parameters, some are type parameters, but they're what you see when you click. Like if I clicked on that couch, the information that I would see here in my properties bar, or when I clicked on edit type, that's where all these parameters are coming from. So it's linking to the information in the 3D family. So I'm going to sort this so that I have type mark first, and then family and type, and then count at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK, and it's going to generate this schedule for me. We don't currently have any type marks associated with it yet, so I'm going to go ahead and add those in. This is the mark that you would see in the furniture tag when you tag it on a plan. You can see right now it's itemizing every instance, but we're going to work on that. We're just going to go ahead and apply these across the board. So let's see. Got our storage and then our sofa, so that could be seating. 1, and then this is chair. All right, so we have our individual type marks. Now I'm going to go into sorting and grouping. And at the very bottom, so you need to make sure that you do this after you have type marks applied. If you do this before you have type marks applied, it's going to collapse it just all into one single line, and you're not going to be able to sort it out. So this way, once I have the type marks applied, I'm going to uncheck itemize every instance. I'm going to say OK. Oh, I need to tell it what to sort by first. That's what I mean by not having the type mark set up, but I should have done the sort by first, but that's an easy fix. You can go back into your properties, hit type mark, say OK, and there we go. So it's going to filter it out by the type mark, and then it's not itemizing every instance. So it's collapsing it, combining that data. So then you can actually get a count here of what you have in your project. At any point in time, if you want to add other fields, that first page that we saw when we selected fields, you can go back to that and add in other fields. You can filter. So if I wanted to not show one of these and I wanted to say, okay, filter by the type mark, it equals C1. And then if I do that, it's going to filter that information, so it's only showing C1. I don't want to do that on this one, but just so you see how that can work. You can also filter out just one item. So if I wanted to say does not equal C1, then it would show me everything else in the schedule except C1. So the filters are really helpful, really handy to be able to kind of control the information. The sorting and grouping is going to control how the information is displayed here. And then there are some options on the formatting, just a little bit kind of more like Excel on the orientation and the alignment of the text. And then same thing here with the appearance. This controls just a little bit more of the appearance on it once it goes onto a sheet, which we're going to do right now. But you can turn off the title or the headers, or update the text types if you have a different text that you want to show. So I'm just going to go ahead and say OK right now. I'm going to create a sheet. And then I now have a schedule here that I can click and drag onto my sheet. And that's a furniture schedule.